There's no point in waking up early if you have nothing to do. If you don't have anything to do, then go back to bed. Just because you're in the gym at 4:30 a.m. does not mean that you have something to do. Just because you're up at 5:30 a.m. worrying about your hustle does not mean that you have something to do. See, I'm responding to something that a lot of people are getting wrong. When it comes to self-improvement, people are getting this thing wrong. There's spread around this idea that if you're not up at 5 a.m. working out or meditating or strategizing, then you are somehow not doing enough. And this is the reason you're not achieving the results you deserve. This notion has hijacked the idea of what we all know as grind, right? The grind. The grind is about going all out from where you are with what you have. That's what the grind is about. And some way or another, waking up at 4:30 a.m. or 5:30 became a requirement for grinding. And that's really nonsense, because the grind is simply about energy and focus and a single direction. Energy, focus, and a single direction. There's no time interval attached to that. It's simply about action. I understand why, though. You hear speakers and other successful people talking about how they did it, how they're going to do it. Most of these people seem to have one thing in common. They're up early making moves. And they tell you about that. They say things like, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. My day starts at 3 or something like that. And they've done all these things before you've even brushed your teeth. So it makes you think, hey, I've got to be up so early just to qualify to be a grinder. That doesn't make any sense. It's true, most of these people are up early, but what they don't tell you is that most of these people go to bed at 10 p.m. or earlier. And there you are, grinding till 1 a.m. and feeling guilty about struggling to wake up at 4 a.m. One of the things that makes successful people successful is rest. Don't forget that success is not about going from broke to $60 million in the bank account in 3 years. That's not all it's about. Success is also about the things that you do not lose on your way up. You made $60 million in 3 years, but what happened to your family? You just signed that deed to your dream house, but what happened to your health? If what you lose in the process is more valuable than the result, then you failed. I get it. No, I really do. There are only so many hours in a day, and you are already doing stuff. So when someone comes along and says, hey, you've got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, you're thinking, that must be it. That's what I'm missing. But the essence of waking up early is not a function of what your alarm clock does in the morning. It's a function of what's going on in your mind and in your heart the night before. You see, once you know what your purpose is, you are haunted by it. It shows up in everything you do, in your way of thinking, your expression. Every expression of your being somehow seems to serve your purpose or express your purpose. You go to bed with that attitude and reality, your purpose will wake you up exactly when you need to get up. In fact, it can start working on you in your dream state, even before you're awake. That's what these people are getting at. They don't mean that you have to work on 3 hours of sleep for a year just for the sake of grinding. No. That's how you crash, and that's how you burn out. The grind is not about sleep deprivation. It's about balance. Balance is the key to energy and focus. And these things are the keys to creativity and to real success. By the way, purpose is not always about some divine or cosmic mission that the universe assigns to you. It's about giving yourself over entirely to an outcome you love. Even though you may not know what your purpose is, you may be up early in the morning with nothing to do, thinking about what to do. See, that's fine too. But remember, it's not a requirement for the grind. And you're not impressing anybody. The truth is that your time could be better spent walking in the woods at 6 p.m., listening to the birds, and thinking about an outcome you love. So go back to bed, get up when you're ready, and when you are ready, the time on the clock won't matter, because you'll be in love with an outcome that your entire being is prepared to express. as a necessary reality. My name is Angelo, and I'm the motivator.